When most people sign endorsement deals with record labels, they sign their life away, and some people sign their future away. What is the case for Ayra Starr as she signs a management deal with Roc Nation on 15th of July 2025, and a lot of people are really excited for her, but some people are really concerned for her. I think we need to actually break it down, but before I dive into, because a lot of people are now feeling that Don Jazzy, is he left in the dark? That is the question a lot of people are really asking. Remember that Ayra Starr is really signed to Mavin Records, but now signed a management deal with Roc Nation, a Jay-Z founded company, and a lot of people are really concerned about this deal and saying that what is the content of the deal and what is the main purpose or main goal of the deal. Before we dive into the whole story, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. Ayra Starr signing a management deal with Roc Nation. The reasons behind it, a lot of people are finding explanation to this, but what it means for Ayra Starr is something I'm going to bring to you. The first one is career boost. Internationally, Ayra Starr is going to get a lot of reputation and then presence internationally, and from now on you're going to be seeing Ayra Starr perform at major international events. That is something I got to understand, because Roc Nation is known to manage the likes of DJ Khaled, the likes of Mega Thee Stallion, Rihanna, and a lot of others, and this has actually promoted most of this, and this is what Ayra Starr is tapping into. But do you think that that deal is not going to favor Ayra Starr? Because I've heard a lot of Nigerian artists and celebrities coming out to say when Nigerian artists sign international deals, it does not favor them at the end of the day. I'm trying to pinpoint one, but Burna Boy is favored with international deals, and a person of Rema also got international distribution deals, and that is a favored artist. What is your own take about that? Career boost for Ayra Starr is sure with this international deal with Roc Nation. Talking about another point is that global reach by Ayra Starr is going to be expanded based on this signage. That is something I feel about the whole thing, because Ayra Starr, just signing off on Mavin Records and maybe CAA has just limited Ayra Starr to some kind of colony around the world. But right now, is a major expansion for Ayra Starr, and global reach is expanded because she is going to tap into the rich resources of Roc Nation. But people are really asking, what is in for Don Jazzy? Is he left in the dark? That is what a lot of people are really asking. But you got to understand that local root of Ayra Starr still remains with Mavin Records, as she is still signed to Mavin Records. What she signed is management deals, and which will help in distribution of her works. That is something I got to understand. But the production of her works, writing of songs, and then making of the songs is going to be on Don Jazzy's Mavin Records, and that is not disputable, or that is not negotiable for now. This really matters for Ayra Starr to an extent, because she is going to get strategic US push. That is something I got to understand, because when you look at the likes of Thames, you look at the likes of Burna, and you look at the likes of some bigger artists that signs off with American companies, these guys are really getting presence in the US, and that is what Ayra Starr is intending to tap into. The bottom line is that Ayra Starr is doubling on her hustle. She wants to reach out globally, just like Thames, her sister. That is something I got to understand. But most times, if you are not careful, you may be signing your life away, because you go to make the money, but the money not go show for your body. That is something I kind of understand with most international deals. That is when you sign with greedy persons. But in this case, I feel that Ayra Starr got all the potentials that she deserves, and I think that Jay-Z is not all that greedy. I will not say that he's not greedy, all that greedy. That is something I feel about that. But this will allow Ayra Starr to tap into a global market proper, and that will really expand her career to an extent, and far reaching her audience that are around the nooks and cranny of this world. What is your own take about it? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section so that you can have a take on what you feel. Guys, do you know that Ayra Starr is one force that we need to actually reckon with in Africa, or is one kind of a talent that we need to export? When you talk about the highest African female artist viewed on YouTube, or that has the highest view on YouTube, you should be talking about Ayra Starr. That is something I got to understand. I'm going to share this with you guys because this actually spanned for over the past 5 years. Ayra Starr got it with Rush in 2022, and that was really massive of Ayra Starr, with over 470 million views on YouTube in that year. That is something I got to understand. We got Libianca in 2023 with People, and she was able to pull about 395 million views in 2023. That is something I got to understand. And Ayra Starr came back in 2024 with Commerce. She was able to pull about 134 million views on YouTube. That is actually massive. And we got Molly, and she was able to do that with Shake It to the Max in 2025, and she got a lot that we need to actually celebrate. That is something I feel about now, and she is really a fantastic artist in Africa right now. But when we talk about this list, Ayra Starr was able to feature twice on the list. That is really a unique kind of performance by Ayra Starr, and I think Ayra got what it takes to compete globally with the likes of Thames right now, because Thames is on a global scale. That is something I feel. But Ayra Starr got the energy and the resources right now after being signed to Roc Nation. But what about the talent? Because not be saying that to sign this, you got to have the talent to really offer to this deal. That is something I got to understand about that. What is your own take about all of this? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section so that you can have a take on what you feel. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.